Now we're live.
Why, hello there. Hi there. My name is Dakota with Fifth Avenue Cigars, and right now we're live at Fifth Avenue with our monthly live stream. We do have a reoccurring guest slash theme slash persona, Matt.
That's me, Matt.
It's a me.
Okay, now that the induction's out of the way, I guess.
End the show now.
Actually, fun fact, Chad is smoking the most expensive cigar we've ever had in the shop.
Yes, I don't think I'll ever get another cigar this expensive.
Didn't you expect it to be a box of 20 and it showed up as a box of 10?
Yes.
Is that kind of why it's so fucking expensive?
Yeah. This is the Year of the Dragon by Rocky Patel. We got one box. I thought, at least got 20, but apparently they're only making 6,000 boxes too.
Really?
That is it for this. And so I had one customer that was extremely happy that we got him like 2 days after the box came in. He bought 2 cigars. Now, I don't know if we were to say pricing, this would be like ridiculous. Why are you buying?
We can go ahead and say price. I mean, everybody knows at this point.
No,
it's just so expensive.
I thought it was a YouTube thing.
Oh, okay. It's not a YouTube thing.
Okay.
So up here, without a lounge discount.
Without a lounge discount, with our taxes, I'm selling them at $81, and you could be the lucky owner of a
$81 $81 cigar in the lounge.
The only reason I actually got this was to do this review. So I figured, hell, we'll sell a few more.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down and do a review, but it's gonna be a $400 review.
It's gonna be like a $50 stick. Nah, it's gonna 81. Sorry, guys.
It's a very pleasurable stick.
It's spice right off the bat. That's
if you have a military membership to the lounge, though, it ends up being like $50 and change.
Easy.
Whoa, Thank
you for serving our country.
Spicy in the nose too.
Here's a $50 cigar. Top it up, choppers.
You deserve it.
I mean, if you can get out of your Charger / Mustang and get one.
I mean, we have sold 5 of them, so
yeah,
there have been people that wanted to purchase it.
There have been crazy people coming in.
Yeah. So 4 left. Make your way down as fast as you can while they're still here.
I can't believe there's only 4 left.
Yeah.
If this sells out, will you buy another box if you can?
If I can. I was dumbfounded when the second day that we had it, the dude came in. He's like, "Oh my God, you guys got that thing? I didn't think anybody up here would." I was like, "Neither did I."
I did it by accident.
They're not really available for purchase online either.
Not surprising.
It's supposed to be like a B&M special.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool.
So, yeah, it's starting off with a good little spice on
the. Smoked about $2 of it so far.
Maybe a little bit more.
50 cents.
Yeah, each puff is another $1.
Yeah. We got Texas Taurus coming in with 3 thumbs up, all 3 hands. Chip saying hello. And then we got Carlos saying that I'm smoking that awesome Sagrado 2024 Anniversario, which is on him because it's the 2023.
Yeah.
Casual.
It came out in 2024, but it's the 2023 Anniversary.
Casual.
It is a
So it is new this year, so I understand.
Easy mistake.
Yeah. No forgiveness.
Not giving Carlos any slack.
Maybe Carlos has a hookup though.
Oh yeah, he does know John. You can just text John.
Yeah, and be like, "John, can you fix these labels?"
I mean, can I borrow a Sharpie?
Woo, man.
So how's that thing for you so far?
Okay, now let's.
We really got to know.
The big question is, how's that $80 cigar?
I mean, I'm telling you, there is a good bit of spice and on the front end here.
Yeah.
Like that should mellow out, but I have nothing to compare it to right now off the top of my head.
It looks like
it's not a bad spice. Though.
I mean, it looks robust. I mean, it looks oily, dark. It looks pretty robust.
With the Mexican San Andreas wrapper, that's gonna be oh man,
spicy meatball.
That's gonna be a
retrohale it?
Yeah, a little bit.
You should for that price. Jesus, you should every sniff, every breath.
For expected is what I'm trying to say for the wrapper that it has. I'm not going to downplay that spice at all, though, because some people, super enjoy that type of cigar. Not my usual.
Oh, yeah.
But
how's it pairing with Red Bull?
Actually, I haven't even had a sip yet.
If you need to mellow it down, you can have another butter later.
That cuts it down pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Rocky Patel, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So every year
Yes.
they got their year of the whatever. Like I think last year was year of the rabbit.
Okay.
Something
It
like that.
seems like a year of the rat cigar would be kind of hard to sell. Hey, with this ratty ass $80 cigar.
No. He just has like one of the tails is like this.
Yeah.
long.
Year of the pig, where it's just all dirty.
Or it's just like one of those giant like double torpedoes, but like shaped like the egg.
Oh. that'd be a
That'd be
hard
year
one
of
to sell too.
That'd be year of the snake, and it looks like it ate a rat. Is there a year of the snake?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
What about year of the cock?
It's a little upturn on it.
Or depending how you look at it, a sad turn.
It just already has a V cut on the end.
No double crowns for
Sorry.
that guy.
Sorry.
Are you apologizing?
A little bit.
Chad, your valor showing.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to what everybody else is smoking.
Yeah, what are you having, Matt?
All right. So today, what I'm smoking is the Drew Estate Tobacco Special, which is, I'm sure everyone on here knows, is the coffee kind of flavored one.
Do you get upstairs?
I did get it upstairs.
The Toro Negra. Toro Negras.
See, the Toro Negra.
Yeah.
And
I should just say Negra because
it's really good. I mean, it has a slightly sweetened tip, but the flavors itself are very mellow and sweet, and you can definitely taste the coffee kind of flavor, maybe a little chocolate in it too. But so far, this has been very enjoyable right out the foot. The foot's interesting because it's all kind of splayed out,
It's got like
lights right on fire.
It's got like a shaggy foot on it.
Yeah, so it works really well. It lights up super fast.
That immediate hit of flavor
Mm-hmm.
right to the face.
Like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
I have the Arturo Fuente 858 Flora Fina. We found out it's
Florafina. That
Florafina.
font is impossible.
It's impossible to read. It took us forever to figure it out. This was graciously given to me by Matt because I came all the way down here and forgot that I did not bring a cigar. This is a great cigar. In fact, in the marketing link, it said that it is considered Arturo Fuente's finest cigar.
Ever.
And it is good. I will admit. It's got a little bit of very, very light spice on the light up. Very mellow. It's Connecticut wrapper. Kind of exactly like what you'd think.
Dakota.
Dakota.
I'm having Sagrado's 2023 Anniversario. And I like their 2022, which, if I remember correctly, was an AJ Fernandez vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
This one, I don't think it is. I think this is an in-house blend. And I don't remember what the makeup is of it, but it's got a little bit of like hay to it. It's got some nuttiness. I can't tell you what nut, just it's got nuts of some
Cashew.
Tell me.
Gesundheit.
Describe the nut. Describe the nut.
Almost like chestnuts, maybe. I don't know.
Just a little pea in there.
God damn it.
Peanut. What?
Yes, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like with most of Sagrado cigars, there's definitely white pepper in the background on it, but it's amping down as I'm getting past the initial light. At the initial light up, it was very hot, and now it's kind of ambling down, and that kind of hay and nuttiness, a little bit of creaminess is kind of coming through, but I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 if I think this is better than the previous year or not. I'll find out. It's not bad. Hasn't blown my socks off yet, so we'll find out.
I got to stop retrohaling this thing.
Killing yourself over there?
Little bit.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about your fancy ass new lighter.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
If you ping it right next to
only
your...
the finest. Got so ST DuPont. It has both a dual flame and jet flame at the same time. Pretty sweet. Like
Very
it
nice.
a lot.
Oh, actually, if you adjust that so it's facing your face instead of
Will
Chad.
it sound better?
Yes, it's
There you go.
very
There you go.
directional.
I don't know. I wanted to listen to Chad.
Maybe I should too.
Yeah, there we go.
Upward.
Now we're all on board. We got Dave coming in here from his house, his dad's house in the Philippines.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's in the Philippines right now.
Heck yeah. What time is it in the Philippines?
Time to get a watch.
Oh my gosh, I bet it is.
I mean, I would guess it's got to be at least an 8-hour time difference.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, it's
It's early. I could look it up, but I'm gonna ask my.
Well,
internet
and
friend.
last time I saw him, he was here in the lounge. It was before he was leaving to go to the Philippines, and I asked this question to him, and he told me, and I failed to commit it to memory.
we could probably just ask him directly right now.
I what?
He did.
Well,
My
I'm
internet
sorry.
friend Dave.
I was distracted by the wonderful lighter you have.
Oh, yeah.
I need
like
one
it.
of these.
Aren't you glad I brought it up?
You
Yep.
can get one.
Very, very much so.
It's a very cool lighter.
It's
I just saw it yesterday for the
holy
first
shit.
time.
It's actually made in France.
It is.
Mhm.
It's
That's a big
DuPont.
deal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can get ST DuPonts that are made in France, though.
No, you can't.
Or is it just their standard?
Those are
DuPont
called
line?
knockoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop buying your
All
lighters
of
on
them are made in
AliExpress, Dakota.
We had a DuPont lighter, and it was their value line.
DuPont and ST DuPont are probably different.
Okay.
DuPont's a oil company, so they probably do. have
No, chemical company.
Oh, chemical. That's what I meant.
So
There's
I've had my first little chatting right there. Very small little ash came off. Well, I'm not gonna pick that up.
It's 10:43 in the morning there.
10:43 in the morning.
That's a
Well,
solid time to start drinking. You're right.
I mean, you could have some coffee and a cigar.
So Independence Day just happened. How did everybody fare?
Great.
Great.
I went to Delaney Park for the huge carnival, and the parade that starts at 10 and is supposed to be done by 11, but always goes till 2
Yeah.
because they don't know how to
Parade.
Yeah, they used to do it down Fifth Avenue, and it was just all right. Everyone start down near Northern Knives and just go, and it'll be done in like 45 minutes. And instead, there's all this starting and stopping as they're loading more vehicles to go around the park.
Oh
and
my gosh.
It's always a shit show. So like 40 minutes in, we're like, well, let's just go do the rides.
I walked from my house downtown, and I kind of have to walk through Park Strip. It was a fucking bad house.
Yeah.
I can't remember seeing it that busy.
I sat there and was going to drive out to the valley and take Fifth Ave down. No, everything was closed off. Traffic was backed up. I spent an extra 30 minutes getting 5 blocks, and that's insane here in Anchorage. But yeah, it just that Park Strip tour was stupid. But later that day, I did this to myself. Got a nice little bruise here. Played with my bow for the first time in years, and so I forgot to wear the little arm pad armor.
You caught it.
Yeah.
That whole explanation was hopefully caught on his mic because it certainly wasn't caught on.
Oh,
yours.
yes. That whole explanation. Yeah, freaking played with my bow for the first time in years and got myself real good.
Can someone in the comments please tell us if you can hear the smoke eaters above us?
They're becoming angry.
We're kind of they're louder than we expected. And we're kind of on the fence on whether or not we should leave them on. So we're not sure if it's ruining the sound.
Hopefully not.
It sounds what I think like a flying saucer sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like an electric RAV4 in reverse. they have to play
An
that.
oddly specific description there, my
They
friend.
have to because now they've regulated that electric cars have to make a noise. They have to make a noise.
Oh,
They can't be silent. And so electric RAV4 play a little song.
I
As
think
you
they should
reverse.
have, like the little, like the chicken. They can make that noise going backwards, just like faster.
Who's the artist that's backed that ass up?
I mean, I'm familiar with the song, but
I feel like there's probably 3 dozen artists.
Yeah.
no,
you know,
no, it's
the-
look at what one you back. I can't remember the artist. It's probably it's a little bit because the reference is dated. I don't have that strong of a memory.
So that'd be a good one to play for sure.
That is
Wow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
What do we got?
Oh, it's just Dave saying he's bringing back a whole bottle with them to share with us. It's what his
Oh.
mom would have wanted.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate that.
I feel like based off what you said about your mom, she'd like grudgingly approve but disapprove for you drinking, but it'll be okay with us doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're her goddamn kid.
Oh man, the
Didn't approve
Wow.
the tattoos. Doesn't approve it. going to the strip club for his 13th birthday.
That was
Oh,
the story.
that was
His
fantastic.
dad
Well.
fucking took him.
His dad goes, "What do you want to do for your 13th birthday?" It's like,
I want to go to the Playboy
"Yeah, can we
Club.
go to the Playboy Club?" And his dad's like, "All right."
That was juvenile. Back that up.
There we go. All right.
All right.
So that very dated.
Thank you, older Brad.
Older Brad.
What? As opposed to like Brad Erickson?
Oh, no. God, my brain's not working right now. I don't even remember anyone's names.
My name is Chad.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, everybody. You're right.
Grudgingly. Yeah. I don't know what those things ate, but they must have warmed up enough grease to. They don't make them serviceable either. Anyway, sorry.
We should make bullet points on things to talk about so we don't have weird fucking.
Well, I
asides
kind of
like
was,
that.
giving you guys a something to talk about, but we all just
Juvenile?
shot it down really quick.
Did
Yeah,
And
you-
brand new juvenile.
well,
Did you,
the 4th of July extravaganza.
Oh,
it was pretty cool.
I watched the Royals game on TV, and then I went down to Mulcahy and watched a couple of baseball games in person.
Tailgating?
Yeah, and then my buddy does a tailgate every year, so we went down and did some tailgate.
He has a big tailgate.
Yeah, he does. It's he gets there early and he blocks off like three or four parking spots at least, and we all come and hang out. I think this is probably like the fifth year.
He's
in
got like
row,
a
I
kit.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like he's fully set up.
You wouldn't think tailgating in Anchorage at all.
Yeah.
Period. Like
I mean,
there's
there's-
no sports up here except for baseball in the summertime.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense to us.
I mean,
And it's
there's
actually
the high school football.
it's kind of nice because it's like, well, I mean, as someone who I've only tailgated before at like Chiefs games and like Cardinals games, like
Yeah.
in Phoenix and Kansas City, and it's like it's kind of a shit show because there's fucking people everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you go down to Mulcahy and it's like you don't have to deal with any of that. There's nobody in the way.
Yeah.
The parking lot's way oversized for the capacity of that.
But
place.
it's still
Most people
full,
are-
but not full. So like you can
Yeah.
interact and have fun, but you're not like elbowing people to get.
Yeah,
their
And
hot
most
dog.
people are there just to watch the game. They're not
Yeah.
there to.
there's
yeah.
probably only like when I remember the first year he did it, we were the only ones.
Now,
And now like this last Thursday, there's probably at least 3 other people out there doing it now.
He's setting a trend.
He is setting
now
it.
you said high school football and baseball.
High
I don't
school
think-
football.
I don't
I didn't
think
say
any-
baseball.
Well,
They're also not
any high
tailgating at
yeah.
high school events.
Nobody's gonna be
No
out
alcohol
there
premises.
drinking on.
Although you
I
are,
mean, they might be, but
I
that-
mean,
that
how many
is
high
a-
school events have you been to, Chad?
I
Where people
don't
are
go-
not drinking in the parking lot.
I don't go to high school events anymore. That's kind of weird as a single
Yeah.
guy.
I will say, you're technically not allowed to drink in the parking lots. They don't necessarily enforce it, but you have to solo cup everything. So everybody stands around with
Mhm.
solo cups because you can't stand around with a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like people would set up barbecue grills and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
for, like,
yeah, yeah.
The big West football games and stuff.
I could see that happening, but
That's what I meant.
mostly when I think of tailgating, I think of people
Didn't shit faced in the
Didn't
parking
getting
lot.
shit-
shit faced and grilling. Yeah.
Yeah, white claws and flip flops. Not generally my crowd, but
You'll buy it.
playing some cornhole with
yeah.
beer in the hand.
I just imagine someone doing lawn darts in the parking lot.
Oh,
Just stuck in the hood of a Tahoe.
that reminds me. When I was playing with the bow and arrow, I
Did you get on camera where it bit you?
No, I mean I'll do
yeah.
it again for sure. But so my buddy's daughter, I was like, okay, so you're doing all right, but when you get to real good, don't ever let your friends play the game with you of.
I remember one time me and a couple of my buddies, we were probably, I was probably 13 or something like that. And we got the bright idea of taking their bow and arrow and we tied a string to the bow and then tied a string to the arrow. And then we would take spent shotgun shells. And then the other 2 guys would run around and you would let the arrow go and it'd catch on the string and we'd fling the shotgun shells. And so we would try to beat each other with the shotgun shells. And every once in a while that arrow would come loose and go whizzing past you. And then
That's a fun one.
my stepmom caught us doing that and was like, "What in the fuck are you guys doing?" Sorry.
Darwinism in action.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not answering. What kind of cigar does Dan like to smoke in?
Oh, Trip?
Yeah.
I don't know what does Trip smoke.
Do we still have the big old Comanchos?
No.
Something dark and oily.
Something dark and oily.
Yeah. So how has that $80 cigar progressed for you there, Chad?
The retro hail has gotten a lot better. It's not burning up my
Or-
nose.
Or like the rum, your taste buds got blown out and it doesn't matter.
No, it's cooled down quite a bit for the retro hail. The regular we got a waiver. Uh-oh.
I like the wave.
What's going on, Texas? Yeah, the regular just puffing on it. Very light notes. It might be because it's coated my mouth a little bit with some of those oils, and I'm just getting kind of like that coffee flavoring. Maybe that little bit of chocolatey kind of essence, but yeah, it's a nice, smooth, regular tasting cigar right now. But the retro hail, let me get some of that.
Oh, okay. Let's see it.
Good coffee-ish. Yeah, I like it. And it's not like an infused coffee either for this cigar. This is just natural.
Okay, so now
coffee now.
I have to say, what was our previously most expensive cigar that we ordered on purpose?
Oh,
Just
it
the
was,
Barber Pole was $38.
Well, we did have some. Oh God, what are they? Cohibas
Oh.
that were like in the 50s that I dropped down to $45, $41
Yeah.
because I just couldn't sell them.
Okay, so is this
Much better than those.
like
All a whole
Really?
whole.
because
Yeah.
I remember the Barber Poles we didn't like either. Remember they had
It
two
was the
bands.
Black Market St. Patrick's Day edition.
Yes, and they each
Filthy
had
Hooligan.
two bands, and out of so that's 8 bands at the table, and only one came off correctly. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if I remember that.
Mine,
Yeah,
I was
we were
doing it, and
all-
it took part of the barber pole
Yeah,
with it. And I'm
we
like,
were all
what the shit?
surprised with that. So
So this one came with this whole band around the bottom half of it.
yeah.
So, well, it's kind of hard with my hands there. So it was a big old band happening. And then that came off really easy. It's coming off decently up top here, too. So,
Oh,
Hey,
that's
hey,
nice.
Chad, he hopes y'all had a great 4th and lots of Haktuas.
no Hawk 2 is here, but I had a great 4th.
He had a Davidoff Year of the Dragon, and it was terrible. $50.
Oh,
David,
wow. $50 in the lower 48 too. Holy shit,
Yeah, that's an expensive
that's
cigar.
an expensive stick.
Just get
Yeah.
a Lusitania.
Well,
call it a
that's
day.
what these would technically be down there, I
I
think.
guess
is
it'd
what
be,
some people were
probably
telling
be
me.
more in line, yeah.
But,
Especially if they're limited edition, you can kind of mark them up however you want.
oh, yeah.
You know who you're competing with, especially if they're a brick and mortar only thing. You don't have to compete online,
Oh, yeah. yeah.
and the websites can sell shit at $1 above cost if they want to because they don't have overhead as much overhead.
Yeah. Let's see. We got. I have no clue what we were just talking about, but I'm just tasting
Tasting
that
notes.
a little bit more. Yeah, it's coming out with like, oh God, there's that. It's like building up like a sneeze, you know?
Yeah, I almost
That
thought I
retro
saw a little
help.
bit of a tear on your cheek.
There was a little bit earlier. It was
a little bit of a Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
It hurts so good.
The coffee
Would,
notes for
would you
sure.
like a
on
nutter
this.
butter?
That I would in a bit. Yes.
Get some nut butter in your mouth.
Let's see. Go ahead on the next one, I guess, because that's all I got for now.
I'll take it. Yeah, half stick now. Most of the sweetness on the head has been licked off by myself. So we're now solely getting the flavors out of the cigar. The infusion very light on this. You still get that slight coffee, chocolatey sort of going on, a little bit of sweetness.
A little
But-
Swiss Miss in the background.
They're so light on their infusion that there's no harshness, there's no artificially flavor. It's either sweet and coffee or just kind of on the coffee side. So I think these are great.
I gotta say, but any of the infused cigars, like even all of, like the Deadwood tobacco, like Fat Betty's, I think the tobaccos are the highest quality.
Yeah. You can tell the stick. I mean, sometimes what they do with the infused is they kind of take a crappy stick and then infuse it.
Yeah,
So
they
it can mask
hide
the
all the shit.
flavors. But this is a smooth. I wouldn't say it's not peppery. It's not harsh. Very on the mellow side, even though it is a Maduro. It's still. I highly recommend it if you're looking to snag one. I'm sure a lot of people like to have it with their coffee, and I bet it would pair
Oh, yeah.
very well.
Yeah. Especially if you like some nice rich black coffee, that's probably go great.
I've only smoked a couple dozen of those on my way out to the valley with coffee. And
Yeah.
The Jeep has no interior, so what am I stinking up? I just
Yeah,
open the
exactly.
window and let it air out for 5 minutes.
It's all steel.
Yeah.
You're not stinking up a steel interior.
No, just wipe it down.
Yeah, see?
Or wipe it down,
Tars
or
knows what I'm talking about.
So,
Or just get the
Texas,
hose.
So Texas Tar, I said that stick was a gift.
well, I mean,
Did you return it?
kudos to your
No,
buddy.
he smoked it, and he did not like it. But also loves to box.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is an interesting observation that like somehow intuitively knew but never thought to like say is that that's one of the good things about the tobacco is even though they have the flavor tip and stuff, it's like in its own right, it's a good cigar to start with.
Mhm.
How's your Arturo Fuente 838? Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
am telling you, from light up to
They're always great
mid-stick,
cigars.
it's so consistent. It's really mellow. It's nice. This would have been a great cigar for sitting around the fire pit yesterday.
Okay.
This would have been like, for kind of like a warm day.
I'll
just
have to
kinda
get a box
hanging
of
out.
them and just keep them at the house.
It's it's good.
Their short stories are some of my favorites.
Yeah,
Those are good. The Hemingway series, yeah, it's pretty solid.
Dakota,
Dakota.
you're
Oh,
up, my man.
So for me, the Sagrado 2023 Anniversario.
Do they make a bigger one?
That is their biggest, I think.
Ah,
If they did,
I was
Dakota
gonna
would have
say-
got it.
I'm like, geez, that's a thick mama jama right there.
Wait, what was the cigar you smoked yesterday?
Oh my
it
gosh.
It was the Asylum.
Yeah.
Asylum 13.
In the Giganto size.
Oh my
Yeah, so
gosh.
which was
That's like an 8x8, right? 8x80.
I think it's 7x80 or 8. Is it 7? Is it 8x8? It looked a little on the stubby side.
It was
compared to how
it was
thick
8 by it was 80 by 6.
barely put it in your mouth
It was 6 inches and it was 80 around.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I was
with a single punch.
with a single punch. It worked great.
It seemed to work for you.
Single punch.
Yeah.
They're like, you don't want to do a V cut, and I'm like, no, y'all make fun of me.
I think a single punch.
Not even a double crown. No,
No.
it draws fine.
Is there a V cut that goes to 80 that we have?
The red one I have will just nip the tip a little bit. but
I
yeah.
think that goes to like 68.
The key is you kind of got to put it at an angle, kind of right near the edge of it,
Mhm.
so that it gives you the
Give it a
perfect
cut all the way
position.
around.
So you just
For
smoke it
your
like
V
this.
We're fucking children. We're fucking
That's okay.
You know who you work with.
Yeah, he's good on that thing.
oh, come on now.
Haktuya.
Oh, okay.
What did you do?
Nothing. You said large stick. Got to spit on that thing.
Oh, okay.
Give us some Haktua. No, so far it's been pretty good. The white pepper is definitely ramping up. It's not like spice hot. It's literally just like white pepper in the background.
Character.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still getting a little bit of that. Hey, the nuttiness has completely gone away, and it's the little bit of sweet and creaminess has gone away, and it's mostly just hay and like an earthiness with white pepper in the background. I think it's because I'm smoking it maybe too fast, so I'm gonna let it
That's
kind
of your signature move, though, is smoking it a little too fast.
inhale them. Yeah, just,
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it rest for a minute.
And after watching you smoke a cigar at your house, I understand why you do that.
Yeah.
Because you constantly are distracted, have to put it down to do other things.
You got to keep
And so I think that's like whenever he gets a chance, he's just like,
Well, you got 19
I gotta get it going
kids,
again,
so-
they wanted to bring their friends over, and I was before you guys showed up. I was just like foot down, like no, no.
Yeah. That'd be a madhouse.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God, they do D&D night at our house, and like 4 additional older kids show up with all the toddlers trying to get into all their dice and markers and supplies, and they don't. And I come in, there's dry erase all over the bookshelf, and I'm just like, well, at least it comes off. But just like, God damn it, there's a mural on the side of my bookshelf.
You should just paint
the
it with
bookshelf is nice, man. You did a good job.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I just need to finish it.
You got a shitload of fancy ass books.
Yeah, I still need to add 2 more shelves above the TV
Yeah.
so I can put the rest of the books up.
That's a lot of fancy books.
Yeah.
They're all leather bound and gold leafed on
Are they
on
the Eaton or the Franklin set?
The Franklin.
Wait.
Gotcha.
So you hit all your Dummies 4 editions?
yeah, building a bookshelf for dummies.
No, I thought he meant like pull them down, you open them up, and there's like money in this one,
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
gun in this one.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that you did have that.
That's totally not on the top shelf inside the Far Side book.
I was inherited one of Doug's lamps
Oh yeah,
and didn't know
the
it.
defense lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the little
Pops
square
open.
one.
Yeah.
It pops open. Yeah,
A little
yeah,
spot
yeah.
for your pistol.
Did I get that in there?
No.
I think it got
It
right
dodged.
there. There we go.
It dodged.
It's a
That's why it's
pretty,
got the small opening.
Pretty cool little lamp. I liked it. Yeah.
I
Sits by
remember-
my bed.
I remember when he bought that.
Oh,
That's
man.
They also
Dodge
make
purchase.
they also make a floating shelf like this that drops down and it holds the shotgun.
Nice.
I kind of want that.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Oh man, but every time, like though, it would defeat the purpose because I'd want to show everyone it. So it would not be surprised if you broke in my home and I'm reading a book and just casually tap the shelf and blow your head off
Mm-hmm.
because you'd know, you'd expect it.
Except for then you're like, shit, where's the shotgun? Damn it. Who took the
You
shotgun?
tap it open, it's just empty with a note saying "Gotcha."
Just IOU in there.
Yeah.
See that one? That one's for a gun. I want to keep that. It's important.
Oh, man. Yeah, God, a lot of defense stuff has been coming across my timeline for some reason. I mean, I like the gun videos, but I don't care about the little safes that use your thumbprint or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Well, what
Defeats
happens
the
when the
purpose.
battery dies?
I use a hammer.
Yeah.
You drop it out of a third-story window.
No. It's not use a hammer to get into there. It's use a hammer
To
against
defend
whatever.
yourself. Yeah. Well, see, and with I mean, being in the workshop all the time, like even when the iPhones came out with like the fingerprint thing,
Mhm.
I have to save like 4 or 5 fingers because my fingerprints never work. 'Cause they're never the same. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're always like, half of one's rubbed off or
This
I got
one
a
has
scar
stitches.
here.
And
Yeah,
now-
exactly. It's like, I've never been able to use the fingerprint. And then it's like, well, just use your face. And I'm like, absolutely not.
Nope.
I'm not. Because then somebody's just like, unlock your phone.
Oh, Mike's passed out over there.
Oh, I was
Hey.
thinking more like you're in handcuffs and the cop's like,
Well, that too. No, I constantly just use the code now.
yeah.
So, Matt, being our guest, what do you have going on?
I'm a guest? All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Besides
it involves
traveling around the state.
DLC for Elden Ring came out. So I've been playing that Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Very nice.
Oh, it's solid. Solid DLC. If you guys play video games, that's what I recommend. See, that's the exciting life of Matt right there.
Well, I mean, besides flying in on puddle jumpers to little nowheres.
I did just get back from Knack Knack, and it was starting to ramp up the old fishing season. But I'm back, and we're gonna head to Homer tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow. We got a whole other day. We're heading out on Monday, so that's exciting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Another day.
For work or for pleasure?
and definitely work.
Definitely work. Okay.
Not going to Homer for pleasure?
No,
Homer's not a bad place.
it's not.
How long's your work day down there, though?
However long it
Oh
takes.
no, I have to drive there, and I'm
Oh,
gonna be
shit,
staying.
never mind.
I'm gonna be staying the night.
Yeah.
Usually we'll fly.
Make it an extra day. Like do a little bit of work and get the hotel room again, and
that's
then
not
go
how
out
it
on the
works.
boat.
I mean, I would, but I don't. I'm the technician. I'm not the. I don't.
So just
not
say
the
part
sales
of
guy.
your job is required to be on the ocean. I mean, if you can convince your boss of that, man, you should be in upper management.
Need to go on a boat.
Actually go out on a boat with upper management and come back by yourself.
Actually,
Instant promotion.
less exciting. I'm not going on a boat this time. I'm going to the transfer station to work on their truck scale. So
Oh, the dump?
yes, that's
Ah.
less exciting than going on.
That
a boat.
You're gonna
definitely
be
requires you to be on the boat because you have to know how the boat operates to be able to weigh it. And
so you're gonna be stuck underneath a waste station's scale.
Now,
working for
luckily,
themselves.
This is the one they put in the pit. All right.
Oh, so there's actually like a
This
door
is
and
the
it's maintained.
outdoor one where you just
Oh,
have
very
trucks and
nice.
cars drive on it. The other one is where how they have it designed is there's a tunnel underneath, right? And so the truck drives onto the scale underneath the tunnel, leaves a big old container there, and then they just shovel the nasty crap into the thing, and it kind of seeps out of the container into the scale. And then when it reaches a certain amount, they'll take the trailer out. And so that scale is just constantly just filled with sludge. and because it seeps out of the thing. Oh, it's really good. That's a nice one. That's the one you're like, all right, I have to give them like a 3-day advance notice on this needs to be cleaned.
Hey, new guy.
And show up. Yeah, I might have shovel that one. That's not as fun as you think it would be.
As you think it would be.
So the new guy gets that job a lot.
Oh my gosh! If they said that was the one that was out, I'd have been like, I'm sick on Monday. I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm gonna be on a boat.
Yeah.
Asking all your friends, has anybody got some lunch meat that they're gonna throw out? Because I'm gonna eat that. So it's not gonna work.
That sounds exciting.
It'll be good.
Smoke a cigar while you do it? No.
I will definitely bring the cigar. No, not while I'm working. But
Yeah.
The
after
drive out to Homer's kind of it's kind of a nice drive.
Oh, it'll as long as it's not like pouring or anything like. If it's an okay day, it's
Yeah.
gonna be beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
taking the big rig, so we'll be.
That's
another.
on the trip back from Homer was that's why I set my high score in my car was on the trip back from Homer.
I like that. Set the high
I set
score.
the high
Set
score.
the high
I set the high score for my car on the trip back.
What
from
is the
Homer.
high score?
Yeah,
Do you mind
Subway
just
surfer.
asking?
118 is my high score
Nice.
in my car.
Well, on the,
I wasn't. Well,
In Minecraft.
so yeah. So I wasn't. So I was passing. I wasn't just flying
Yeah.
around like that. So, but it was like haven't had a chance to pass in a long time, and then like there's a little bit of I can see a gap, and I had to pass 5 people. So it was just like get over,
yeah.
hit the kick down button,
because that one person up front ain't gonna pass.
and they're never gonna pull over,
And
even though
yeah.
it's legally required if you detain more than 5 vehicles.
the
Says it on signs on the side of the fucking
I
highway
know, and
too.
they still
Yeah.
don't do it. Like that's the worst part about the drive out to Girdwood. I'm so glad that
Yeah.
every year there's more and more passing lanes out there.
I like the people that sit there and be like, who are you? How much time are you gonna save passing 5 people? Come on, you that's dangerous. Like no, you don't get it. I
It's just-
need this.
Yeah, it's just I just want to stare at your ass for the next hour and a half.
So this is long enough ago. So I got to
I didn't
drive.
think about that.
This is long enough ago. I got to drive my grandfather's Crossfire once, and we were on our way to Seward, and I passed Girdwood doing 143.
Nice.
But it was like a Tuesday at like 2:00 in the afternoon, off season, and this is before they were doing all the
I
construction,
was
so it
gonna
was
say
still
that's
single lane.
I mean, passing Girdwood, like that's probably the most heavily trafficked area.
It
of
was
that
traffic,
drive, too.
like,
Like that's the
geez.
worst part to do it.
Well, you pass as you pass Girdwood, you get that straightaway.
Yeah.
And so like I came around the corner doing 100, and then just was like I just put my foot down and kicked it down to gear, and just it was fun.
So I got Doug's Mustang up to 100. Don't tell my dad. Well, it doesn't matter now because
You
it's already
sold
sold.
Hey Chuck,
Don't
don't tell your dad.
So we sat there and I was taking it out to my dad's place after my brother passed, and it's like, oh, on the way I might as well stop by my buddy's house
Yeah.
and show him the car and everything. And
Yeah, well, we should mention it was a quite significantly modified Boss 302.
yeah,
If you could didn't he put carbon fiber drive shafts on it at
Everything.
one?
I mean, if it was carbon fiber, it was on that goddamn car. It even had a rear seat delete with an X brace.
Yep.
Like I remember I had to write up the description of all the parts and everything.
yeah.
The modification part list on that car was most of the description.
It was stupid. more things on that.
And it
No,
was-
it's just
And
It
it
was
was
his
school
baby.
bus yellow Boss 302. Like,
with the black racing
with
strap.
black racing strap.
It was a fun car.
It was, and then he had aftermarket wheels on it. He had white line coilovers on it. It was well done.
it was
well done.
designed to go fast and be very obvious who fucking owned it.
And it actually cornered well for a Mustang.
No, well, I mean, he did the
Yeah.
suspension. He did sways. He did coilovers. He did wider wheels, new tires. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he did all the things.
He basically did it so it wouldn't spin out on him like other Mustangs you see on the internet.
Yeah, I bought him the. I don't know if I ever gave it to him.
Is the harmonica
I might
still
still
on?
have it at home where I had the shift lever that said first, second, curb, crowd, and then fifth said not applicable, and sixth said not applicable.
Oh,
It's
man.
specific to the Mustang shift
Yeah.
lever.
So I got up to 100 in that, showing my buddy's kids how fast it went.
Mm.
And Luckily, there's no cops in the back roads of Wasilla.
I think when he
All 6 of them.
when he first bought it, he stopped by he left the dealership, came to my house because I knew he was going there, and I was like, "You're not gonna buy it." So he showed up at my house. He took my wife for a ride, and he went over 100 with her, but they wouldn't tell me how fast they went. And he only went 95. And he took me for a ride, and only went 95.
Oh man. Well, it was a fun car, that's for sure. How fast have you gone?
Well, one time I was going down a hill and I didn't realize what was going on, and I made probably 75.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Matt, was it in the motorhome?
I have not. How fast have I gotten in the motorhome? I think it was 70 miles an hour, which
Yeah.
is actually kind of tricky in the motorhome. Like you do. have
It's
to
a
be going
big,
downhill.
floaty, old-ass motorhome with a 440 in it.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
you get up to
like
speed, you're
that.
just like Cadillac.
Yeah,
Oh my
Mopar,
god.
fucking-
454.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
454. Okay.
454.
I was gonna say 440 is a Mopar motor. That's a offset carbs.
Yeah, no.
So I want to say the funnest time I've had speeding, not in a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was in an amphibious assault vehicle. Look it up. It's a great vehicle to own.
did some local cop pull you over? Like,
No. No. This is in camp.
Like an Iraqi cop would pull
Yeah.
over an amphibious assault vehicle.
No. So
just
basically,
throwing rocks at the
Or I guess
window.
he'd be an Afghani cop.
this was in 29 Palms, California.
No.
And, so these vehicles only go about 45 miles an hour on a flat, level ground.
Yeah.
And so we were going downhill, middle of the night, night vision on.
Fucking
Oh man, I was going 65. It was
in an amphibious assault
ridiculous.
vehicle.
Yeah, 27 tons, 65 miles an
Bouncing off
hour.
the red limiter.
How do you stop that thing? You don't.
You
Yeah.
don't. No.
Well,
You just slide.
You hit something slightly less heavy than it.
Yeah. Well, if you do hit the brakes are really good on these things. They lock up the track, so you just slide,
Oh Jesus.
and then the nose goes down, and then you slide on that. So
You slide on the nose.
yeah, I can't say I haven't done that before.
Renfro, why's the fun of this thing all scratched up?
Dude, we had some fun on those things.
So
Yeah, I hit a deer. I hit a deer made out of gravel.
Yep.
how's that $80 cigar treating you?
Actually, it's quite pleasantly mellow. The
Wonderfully
retro ale,
delightful.
very delightful. Now I'll say, if this was the price of those stupid hooligans or whatever they were
About
called,
$38.
I would buy the cigar again.
Really?
And smoke it. Yeah,
That good?
it is pretty fantastic. Yeah.
How many do we got left?
4 left.
All right, I'm gonna look up cost. I might need one. now I'm really curious.
Yeah. The initial pepper spice in the beginning was, I mean, it's not terrible.
So it breathed fire and then mellowed out.
Yes.
Okay.
And now it's kind of coated my mouth with that weird oiliness that's not necessarily like a normal, like, dark cigar oily, but it's like if I
Would
ate
you
a
say
bunch of
it's
coffee
kind of,
beans.
it's kind of creamy in your mouth?
No, not at all.
Not falling for your shit.
Not
Yeah.
falling for my shit.
I know when to say no to you. I've been there before.
And it's usually when you text him late at night. You up? No, Dakota.
Oh man.
It's not inaccurate.
But yeah, the chocolate is like still right in that very hint of it in there, but that coffeeness still on point. So, but it's like chewed up coffee beans, not
Yeah.
like drinking coffee.
Kind of like the little coffee beans you would eat as like
There's like a little bit of earthiness mixed in with it a little
Yes,
bit.
like those
yeah.
candy,
Definitely.
not candy coffee beans, but like they make roasted beans that
Yeah.
you can chew on.
No,
Yeah.
they make chocolate covered ones. You could just eat
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just less chocolate.
it.
Okay.
All right.
Just like a hint.
I gotta say, man, your description of that makes me really want one.
Same here.
We got like 4 left. Did we get?
About to have 3 left. Make your way on down.
I was gonna say by the time you see this, but this is one of the live ones.
Yeah.
So,
What about you, man?
All right, we are down to
The
final third.
the final little bit here, and it has gotten. There's now no sweetness. There's not really any like creaminess. It's not harsh, but it's like if you had just the bitter portion of coffee is kind of what I'm getting out of this. It's almost like a ghost of what it was before. So there's almost no flavor to it. It just has this light little bitter coffee flavor.
You're not selling that at all.
I'm not. Oh, it's not as good. I mean, the first 2/3 definitely better than what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm generally a guy that's like, once we get past half, I mean, there's a timer. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
we were
I
just talking about
generally
this.
don't smoke to the nubbin. But it is not. It has that bitter flavor, but it's not harsh. There's not a. It doesn't taste like you have like strong smoke flavor. It doesn't taste like it's any sort of like peppery. It's still smooth. It's just almost no flavor to it, just a hint of bitterness. So if you were have this with coffee, I think it would pair still actually very well with it. It's just I'm getting like almost no sweetness, just a slight bitterness ghost of your flavor.
We were
So
kind of
that's where I'm kind of at.
So we were kind of talking about this yesterday when it was like, I'm done with a cigar when I'm done with a cigar. I'm not done with a cigar when the cigar is done.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
It's like when I've reached the point of the diminishing returns on enjoyment. It's like I'm not going to finish it for the sake of finishing it. That's not the point of the hobby.
Yeah.
It's so sick doing that too sometimes. Like you're on your second or third or something,
But
and you're going and you're like,
but I will say I have had cigars that were so good that it's like you finish them like this. You're like, good. And my rule is if I burn myself 3 times, I put it down.
There was that one that you kept going, though. You
I
kept
know.
burning yourself.
I don't remember what that one was. I should have written it down.
Neat. That was a fun day to watch. You're sitting there.
Ow, shit. And I switch to the other hand. Ow, shit. Like,
Who's got a stick?
yeah.
yeah. All right, and the Fuente.
I mean, I've got nothing new to report. I mean, I'm still kind of mid-stick, and it's mellow, easy.
Same diff, mid stick. That's still good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
No,
really
no
not.
hate
I'm really not much farther than we were before. I'm not to the final
Mhm.
third yet, so I got nothing really new to report. It's. I mean, I see why they say it's. This is the best Arturo Fuente because it is mild mannered. It's got just enough flavor profile to keep me interested. A little earthy, a little bit of spice to kind of keep it interesting, but it's got some Connecticut in there to keep it mellow. So it's a good thing. Good cigar.
So the 2023 Anniversario from Sagrado. It's 2023, not 2024.
I'm sure Carlos appreciates that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to keep saying that. So the earthy tones are still there, but the hay and other flavors kind of faded to the background, and now it's white pepper and earth tones.
White pepper is your favorite description?
Yeah, well, it's I just did a retrohale, and it was very in my face. Like not quite. What was that? The Valkyrie we did.
Oh yeah.
And it said white pepper on the label. We're like, we can't taste this. And me and you both retrohaled it, and we're just sitting here tearing up for like a solid 10 minutes.
It was pretty rough.
That was
I
rough.
remember that.
This one's not so rough.
No, I mean, Sagrado is known for doing good, mellow, great like hangout cigars. You know what I mean? Like
no, this isn't bad. I do enjoy this. I just I thought the flavor profile would be more reminiscent of their previous one, which was more like kind of a little sweet, mellow, savory, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee, and it's not that. It is completely different.
You've got a good memory because I don't know that I could smoke that and specifically pick it out and compare it to the 2022 in my head.
I've had enough of them. Like they're a go-to.
That's why we've been losing money.
I know, right? This guy.
Why are we losing money on Sagrado?
Yeah.
And Dakota's over here chooching them.
But I mean, the build quality is fantastic. I'm gonna say it's not necessarily my bag. I am gonna finish this. I do enjoy it, but I don't think I'll have another one.
It's not your style, but that's a preference thing.
It's a preference.
It's not a
No.
dig on Sagrado.
It's not a bad cigar. It's just not in line with what I was expecting, which is why I picked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna have a little bit of sweeter bourbon, a little bit of Biv and Tucker. That sounds like a great idea. Something that kind of pairs with it, and it is wildly different than I thought.
I will add one thing to this: that a little bit of a nicotine hit on this one, more than usual.
Just by looking at it, I'm not surprised at all.
Feeling it right up in here.
Yeah.
Not right here or here.
Right in the old brain hole.
I ground a hole in my finger earlier today, and
Sounds pleasant.
and I've got a fabric Band-Aid on, and I just spilled whiskey on it,
Nice.
and it's nice and soaking into the hole in my finger.
Well, that is antiseptic, right? You know, just
Yeah, it feels
a little whiskey
fantastic.
to clean the wound.
I just fucking put it in there and swish it around.
Yeah,
You should have brought some of the rum. Just it'd be
Oh,
done.
man.
I'm thinking about ripping this Band-Aid off.
I mean, the sooner you do, the sooner that pain goes away.
So as we reach the top of the hour, is there anything that you want to give a shout out on, or
No? Oh,
Shout
Shout Especial. Do it.
Shout out to the weights and scales.
Yeah,
weights and scales, scales and weights,
that's right.
scientific
we got-
instruments?
Ducks Unlimited hat on.
Alaska
Yeah.
Ducks Unlimited.
Alaska Ducks Unlimited. That's right.
He didn't
Shout
make
out.
it to this one, but the
Mhm.
previous one he
We
was
got
at.
a hat.
Mhm.
Hats for everyone.
Where did they go? They went to, I want to say Nome this last time.
Oh, did they?
Somewhere up there.
Because their event they did down here last time was Broken Blender, right? Over.
That was last year's. This
Yeah,
year's,
that's what I mean.
this year's they went over to a place called the Megan Room,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and
Yeah.
the Megan Room
It got rained out.
rained out.
It was all set up for outside, and it got rained out. And that was in June, near solstice,
Mhm.
right? It was like a week and a half out from solstice, which is generally like the safest bet you can ever
Yeah.
have in Alaska. Is like come up here.
Yeah,
The first
always
2
sunny.
weeks of June is always beautiful,
Yeah.
and they planned it perfectly and got screwed.
So they didn't know?
Well, they had a second one. They have a one in town and one out of state or out of town, out of state. Yeah,
The second one they did was up in North Pole.
North Pole.
Oh, North Pole.
Maybe there was a third one because I remember sending cigars out to
I
them.
thought they did it in North Pole because they were doing a at the wetlands they were donating funds for, and also a minor hunt.
Maybe.
And it was out near North Pole and some of the marshlands.
I mean, North Pole gets, right now, it's probably hot.
Well, it's interior,
Nice,
so
yeah.
I mean, it gets hotter than Anchorage.
Well, I mean, it's only this far away from.
Yeah, if you,
No.
depending on the size of the map.
Yeah.
Generally, it's about that far.
fun
That far
thing
away.
with Nome, though, they got a really cool subway there. I don't know if you've been to the subway in Nome.
Okay, I'm all ears for this.
Okay,
Keep going.
It is right on the beach. You see the water and everything.
Right near
There's
the
a
beach.
big old window. It's beautiful. It's probably the prettiest subway. I'm gonna say that
When me and
that
my
I've ever been to.
when me and my buddy were
Kinda
driving
nerves it out.
through Canada, that was one of the ongoing jokes we kept because we kept trying to find someplace to eat. We're trying to not do like chains. We're trying to find like something unique and interesting every time because he's a chef. So as we're driving through, it's like I'm not gonna get a chef to stop at Burger King, right? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, a fucking chance. And that was the joke. Is like, hey, because my God, there's a shitload of subways in Canada.
Yeah?
So we kept driving through. And it's like, oh hey, there's the subway. Like you requested, we should pull over and give you some cold
thing
cut
is,
combo, dude.
He's a chef. He can have it like however he wants it. So he can tell him do whatever
Maybe
he
tell the
wants.
sandwich artist,
That's right.
make me
Yeah.
a chef sandwich.
I think, man, I wonder if it says sandwich artist on their shirt. That'd be so funny.
Oh man.
We should get you one that says scale artist.
I would be a scale artist.
Yeah.
Scale
Oh my
artist.
god.
You'd have to grow your hair out, but only on one side so you can flip it.
Oh yeah. I have to work on
Oh
that.
yeah, you recently shaved your head.
I did.
Oh,
Here you go,
man.
everyone.
Look,
Oh
shaved his head.
yeah, shaved it all.
Just shaved it just for you guys.
It's on
Hope
YouTube
you
now.
appreciate it.
It's on YouTube.
Oh man, Dakota,
Yes, sir.
what do you have to throw out there?
I'm going to go to a city with less crime here in about a week.
Oh, that's right.
Less crime?
Amazing.
Or is this a percentage-wise less crime?
Yeah,
No.
Detroit. He's
Uh,
going to Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit has metropolitan Detroit has not that many more people than Anchorage, surprisingly.
Oh, you're talking about the downtown county.
Yeah, I
Which
think it's
I'm
like BS on
it's
this
in the
level.
Detroit.
That's what I was sensitive
It's
to
in
at first,
Detroit,
but-
and Detroit is slightly larger than Anchorage.
Technically, if we don't count the
No,
outer facilities of Detroit,
it's something like
it's a lower percentage of
What's
crime.
the
it's 320-ish
Due to
thousand
the
people.
gated environment,
what's
you
the
don't allow the undesirables to enter.
what's the Journey song where he says he's born and raised in South Detroit?
Ooh.
What is
Born and
that?
raised in South Detroit.
Yeah. I took a
Took
midnight train going in. Do you know what South
anywhere.
Detroit is?
Uh,
Canada.
Yeah.
It's because it's downtown, borders a river, so there's no South Detroit. So if you
Yeah.
go south of Detroit, you're in fucking Canada.
You're in Windsor.
Yeah, you're in Windsor, exactly. I didn't say it because I didn't think anybody would know it.
Yeah, it's Windsor. But no, it's I'm going there, and like walking down back alleys is not the same as walking down back alleys here, for sure.
Which is amazing.
And it blows you like
Yeah.
there are derelict buildings, but they're not fucking firebombed, and there's not cars that caught on fire last week still in the corner.
Wait, where is that up here?
Gamble?
No.
Yeah.
Where? Okay.
Okay, Mountain View area closer to Boniface. You'll see burnt down RVs and stuff like that.
Okay. I'll give you that. But I
Boniface is
live
where
and
it's at.
work. I live and work in downtown Anchorage. And I can't tell you the last time I saw a burned
Hold
out
up.
car in downtown.
No, I didn't
You
say
live
downtown
in
Anchorage.
nice downtown
okay.
area.
I work here.
Yeah.
Like, but okay, so I work at one end of downtown and live at the other end of downtown.
You need to start
So I
going
take a
past.
tour of downtown twice a day.
Yeah.
You need to go past. You need to go that way towards my house because
I don't do
it's,
that.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
No, I just
It's not that
Past
nice.
downtown. It's downer town.
Downer.
I mean
Downer town.
in general,
Yeah.
like driving around Anchorage, I'll be like, there's that firebombed car from like 3 weeks ago.
Oh no, I mean, there's on the Anchorage subreddit. There's this constant update of this red Chevy S10
With the
Blazer.
giant weird thing on top.
No, it's been abandoned on a trail, and now somebody has stolen the wheels off it, so it's
Oh my
never gonna fucking move. So it just sits sideways across this trail after it run into a tree, and somebody left it, and now someone's gone out there and stole the wheels and tires off it, so it just sits on the ground. So it's just gonna be there
Didn't you
forever.
put it on blocks?
No, they didn't put it on blocks.
Dad, what?
You know where that's
terrible
at?
people.
Where's it at?
That way.
Is it by your house?
You know where that wouldn't happen? Detroit.
Detroit definitely wouldn't happen in Detroit.
It would be in someone's backyard.
Yeah, dude, I was amazed when we were driving through rural Alaska, out through Tok, and then down through Canada. Man, the car to house ratio just
Yeah.
gets bigger and bigger. Like every house you drive by, it's like, why is that guy got 6 cars? What is he doing with all of them?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love driving through the Butte area and just seeing all those old cars that are rusting up. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I wish I could just restore that thing or that thing or that thing. It's just
They're not
like,
gonna sell it because they're gonna restore it one day.
Yeah. oh man,
You understand? They have a field of treasures.
Although the best thing about Butte is most beautiful quarter-mile track you've ever seen in your life. To
Mhm.
go racing, it's just giant mountains, and you just race into the mountains. It's the
Which
coolest
sounds
shit.
Literally
terrible
into the
because
mountains.
racing, into the mountains.
No. I mean, that's your
Yeah.
backdrop.
Yeah.
Like, it's
You're
absolutely
not
gorgeous.
actually racing into the mountains. There's a river that you have to cross first, so you skip across the river
Yeah.
into the mountains.
You Google Alaska Raceway Park, and
It's beautiful.
and see pictures. Like I have pictures taken from like at the starting line and like waiting in line and like
Mhm.
taking pictures and texting my wife. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Dude, this is what I'm doing." And
Yeah.
It's just massive mountains and
So
sitting at a racetrack.
across the river where the mountains are,
Yeah.
that's where I take the dogs to go walking every once in a
Oh,
while.
is it?
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
a
an
nice
awesome part.
place just
Yeah.
to go.
It's beautiful.
But the freaking river's been way too damn high, and I can't take the dogs where I usually go.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
That drive. So when you're on your way out to the valley and you take that turn off to follow the river to go out that back way,
Mhm.
that road, that little twisty piece of ribbony tarmac, man, that's one of the funnest fucking drives.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
I
one.
love it.
Yeah.
And you always get stuck behind some dude doing 35 in his rented Camry.
And it's a
You're like,
55
"God
mile an hour
damn
road.
it, I gotta pass you now."
People who do motorcycle rides usually go out there.
Yeah.
And just
Less traffic for sure, but there's always that guy that's
Mhm.
slowing you down.
or you get stuck behind some dude who's got the rear axle broken in his pickup truck and it's filled to the brim with like 4 cords of wood and it's dropping actively on the road as he's driving in front of you, just like, man, I need to get around you.
I do like going out there, but like when I go out to the track and leave, it's like there's always like a convoy of like, I don't know, 6 obnoxious fucking assholes that are just fucking driving. Like, then it's like, all right, I'll just be
Yep.
one of them for a little while. It's fine.
So on that high note, we have reached the top of the hour. We'll see you guys on the first Saturday of next month. And stay smoky. I don't know.
Stay smoky.
Stay smoky.
Stay smoky.
Stay smoky.
Freeze fry.